Unboxing! Delivery! Hello, what's up? I'm Brian, and today it looks like a black garbage bag. I decided to order something. We're gonna take a look at that something. You probably know by the image and description title. But hey, I'm still doing it classic unboxing style. Holy crap, it's heavily bubble wrapped. Yeah! And I could already see what it is. I was a little worried when I ordered this if it was actually the right series, but it seems to be. I saw a listing say this was 50 bucks. I paid $10 less. I really hope they don't charge for tape and bubble wrap. God, I just want my product. Give me product. There we go. And it is upside down. It is the Transformers Galaxy Defender version Series 1. I already have Series 2 and 3, so I thought, let's just go back to the start. It's got Optimus Prime, Megatron, Prowl, Ironhide in transparent colors, Thundercracker, SG Sideswipe, which they haven't done a regular version of, a gold Bumblebee, Scavenger, and a bunch of other vehicles. Plus also you get the chance of a coin. There's also the hidden versions for Optimus and Megatron, and the armored hidden versions of Optimus and Megatron. I'm kind of hoping for the Optimus, but whatever I get, I'm sure I'll be happy with. Also, I want to point out that yes, I have been working a lot with Blokees, but this is something that I've genuinely purchased. This was something I decided, hey, I'm going to buy it myself. I'm pretty sure that tells you that Blokees is actually legitimately good. I love their stuff, and I like building little model kits. I'm not gonna build these on camera, but I will take a look at each individual one. Let's get that started. Wait, how could I forget? Every case comes with a card. This is the one I got, with the very shiny reflectiveness, all the bots in the robot modes. There's the back of the card. Okay, now we take a look at the figures. The first one I pulled in the 12 packs is Autobot Prowl in the robot mode, and I love how he turned out. First of all, it's got the typical Dotson style chest. He's got the classic little horn thingies on the top of the helmet, but you can see the doors. Inside, you can see the wheels have a bit of white paint, just a ring around it for the rims. I thought that was just a nice little touch, and it even has the police badge on the side. Nice prints on the lights, nice prints on the shins. Just watch out because they are opposite between each side, so you want to make sure you got the right and the left one right. And, well, not the left one right, the left one in the correct spot. You know what I mean. Anyways, yeah, typical black, white, light gray. It's Prowl. I'm curious if they'll ever do a smoke screen or a blue streak. I'm always a sucker for Sideswipe. I don't know why, I just am. And I'm a sucker for teal. So when I saw that in the first wave they were doing a Shattered Glass Sideswipe, I was totally on board with it. First of all, you've got the shoulder cannon, it's on the ball joint by itself. You've got the helmet, which has very devil-style horns, but okay. I mean, it's Shattered Glass, so sure. He's got the purple Autobot symbol, even though he technically works with the good Decepticons in the storyline. Nice gray and black to throw along with it, but yeah, that kind of aqua, teal, green, sand green color just really sells it for me. Now, I'm curious why in 3 waves this is the only Sideswipe. They didn't do Red Alert, they didn't do the normal Sideswipe. All we've had is the Shattered Glass one. I think it's about time we got the regular colors. Thundercracker in jet mode has me a little confused, but not because of this, but because they have the mold, and then in the following waves, they didn't do the repaints, because in Series 2, we got Starscream, but no alt mode version, and then in Series 3, we've got the robot for Skywarp, but no alt mode version of Skywarp. So it just feels kind of weird that this mold exists, but we didn't get those. I mean, I'm totally fine with Thundercracker. I love Thundercracker. He's actually my favorite of the trio. I like the vibrant blue. Take a look at the red and white stripes at the top there. It's a very simple build. I mean, the back wings just attached. You can see all that black right there. That's all one single piece. You've got the nose, and then the 2 halves of the jet pile on top of each other, and then the null rays. I thought were going to be the same ones from the robot mode Thundercracker, but no, they're actually different, and you can't swap them because the peg are on different sizes. But yeah, I love the printing on top. No complaints here. I just feel it's kind of weird that this is the only one in jet mode. This Scavenger started off all the Constructicons in their alt modes, because we've got all 6 of them by now, but I didn't get the first wave to start. Now I'm going back around to get the first wave. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the full-on Devastator, because I don't have the other parts, and I've seen they're pretty expensive. But for right now, I got this, and I like the purple treads. The wheels are pretty much the normal style wheels you'll see in some of the other alt modes, except they slap the treads around it, which I thought was a neat trick. I do like the fact that you could rotate. I mean, this is fully articulated. You can move the shovel, you can move the arm. This is on the ratcheting joint, so that's pretty cool. And then not only that, you've got this drill weapon on the side that you can swap and attach to any of the robot mode characters, and that is an exclusive drill to this set and to this figure itself. It's not on any other figure from what I've seen so far, so if you like that drill piece, you want to plug it onto Devastator, or you want to plug it onto any of the robot guys, you can totally do so. With Scavenger's alt mode, there comes Scavenger's robot mode, and I think this looks really cool. First of all, I love the black helmet with the red visor. I believe that's all in one piece. I love the red printing on the chest, and then you can see that kind of mailbox design in the middle of it. I love the purple legs. The purple pants are just doing it for me. I like the black for the fists and the head just to kind of tie everything together, but not only that, you do have the shovel on the back, and it's got that same arm attachment from the alt mode toy. So you can move that around if you like. He's got a basic blaster, and yeah, I just like him. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted the armored up version of Optimus Prime because of the wings. It seems like a reference to Transformers Cybertron, but I got the basic Optimus Prime, which is totally fine as well, because if I couldn't get that, I wanted the one that at least matches with the alt mode version, so totally fine with that. And I like the red. I wish the smokestacks were painted, but that's totally fine. I believe in the repaints for the Shattered Glass Optimus and the Ultra Magnus. It also doesn't have painted smokestacks, so I'm fine with that. He's got that big ion blaster. Pretty nice design for the face. Mine has chipped at the front of the mouth. You can see that little line. But otherwise, you know, it's fine. You also see the matrix chamber inside the chest. That's printed pretty well. Nice, lush, vibrant colors. I kind of wish the shins were painted as well. You know, this isn't the premium version, so I get it. They decided, okay, let's put the premium touches, the extra little finishes on some of the hidden versions of the Optimus Prime. It just would be nice if they decide to give us that same treatment here, maybe in just light gray. That would have been okay, but no, they decided to opt out for the rare ones. Again, I get it, but yeah, as a basic Optimus Prime, I'm fine with it. It's funny how the hidden style I got is Megatron. And the reason why is because the silver metallic version seemed to be a trend with me. I got the silver metallic rare version of the Starscream in Wave 2, which is silver. I got the hidden metallic version of Grimlock in Series 3, which is the silver version. And you could clearly see that's for Megatron because the premium finish on this is lovely. I'm not sure if the regular version of Megatron has black instead of this kind of deep gunmetal gray, but I think it works perfectly with it. I love the red eyes. That's also a metallic color. But you can see the print in the torso. You can see the prints on the waist. You can see some printing on the shins as well. That looks cool. My one complaint with this figure in particular, and I'm not sure if it's quality concern issue, but you can see that this shoulder is a little more bumpy in texture compared to this, and I'm not sure why, if it was the paint or if it had something to do with the sculpting, but it's only that particular piece. No other piece is like that. You can see the fusion cannon, which looks spectacular. He even has that little barrel piece on the back, and I do happen to have, because, you know, Series 3, the golden version of Megatron, so I've got two different metallic Megatrons. I mean, they look pretty superior, don't they? The next box I got was the robot mode version of Thundercracker, and I'm already used to this mold, like I said. I know this was the first one to come out, but because I have Starscream, because I have Skywarp, you know, it's just another run-of-the-mill type secret thing. You know, I like the null rays, I love the wings, I like the little cockpit in the chest. That's a separate piece, but it gives it that added color. And then you could also see the printing for the turbine nipples inside there. The prints on the back is also pretty good. You know, you got the striping and Decepticon symbols. The prints are, you know, pretty simple, but I think they did a fair job. And again, Thundercracker is my favorite. And, by the way, speaking of that Starscream and that Skywarp, there they are. Oh, it's so good when you get the trio. We also have the glittering version of Ironhide, and this one comes with 1 of 3 coins. I got the Optimus Prime face on that. And I really like these coins. I got 2 of them. Anyways, take a look at Ironhide. It's weird that we don't have a regular colored version of him. The closest thing we've got is the Shattered Glass Redeco, which I like. I'm fine with that. I like the Shattered Glass repaints, but yeah, it's just weird that we don't have the regular one. Anyways, transparent colors, look fantastic, very vibrant. He looks like he's made out of fruit gummies, nice printing on the chest. I like the head sculpt. I even like the gun. It's in transparent gray, and that just really works for me. So, yeah, it's Ironhide. This is the Brilliant version of Bumblebee, and this is the regular version of Bumblebee. I'm pretty sure you could tell the difference. There's also the Shattered Glass version of Bumblebee, which is decoed to look more like Bug Bite, and then there's the armor type version of Bumblebee, but those are a lot more rare. And I really like what they're doing here. It's not just a gold repaint, and gold actually makes sense. If you want to call this Gold Bug instead, you could totally do that. I'm not going to tell anyone. But what's cool about this is you also have the addition of silver, and it's placed well. With Megatron, I thought the transparent yellow was a little random, and Soundwave, I really like the gold, but I like the silver here to just kind of break it up, and I think it's part pretty well, because it's whatever's gray on the regular version of Bumblebee, but the gold is a nice premium look. I know I keep saying premium, but it really is. I love the head sculpt. I like the metallic blue eyes. I even like that silver shine for the gun. It's the basic gun. And then you also have the Volkswagen feet, which is fantastic, and it's so adorable. It's a gold Bumblebee. I like gold. And then we have the glittering version of Bumblebee. So it's transparent yellow and transparent black. You can see that through the inside, the interior of the figure. So I like that they don't just keep that black. It's all pretty much transparent except for the windshield. And there is a comparison with the regular version of Bumblebee. So they both have the same gun, which you can disconnect and you can swap onto the arm of another figure, specifically Bumblebee. And it is kind of weird to me that we got the glittering version and then the brilliant version of Bumblebee, because the brilliant ones are supposed to be metallic gold and then the glittering is transparent. So it just doesn't really feel like they're in line with each other. It kind of feels like it should be the same, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. I think for the alt mode, it's fine, but because it's filled in with transparent black underneath, I mean, it does highlight the lines, but I feel like it dims down the design or the color scheme. It's not bad, it's just not as vibrant as it could be. And then last but not least, we've got the alt mode for Optimus Prime, the classic and iconic semi-truck. First of all, I need to do this comparison. There is the regular robot mode version of Optimus Prime. I'm sorry for moving the camera a bit, but just to get a nice look at that. Very cool, and he's got a gimmick that actually works with the robot mode characters. We'll take a look at that in a second. First of all, like I said, classic flat nose design. You can see that on the front. And I love the windows. I love the grille painted in silver, the yellow. Even the mirrors on the side are painted with silver. You can see the smokestacks on the back, the Autobot symbol on the side. It rolls with, normal wheels. And then you've got this little armature on the back, and that is based on his little drone from the original toy that would fit inside the trailer. But then you've got these two little handles on the side. And what you're supposed to do, if I can move the camera a bit, is take one of the robot mode designs, you plug that into the back there. I'm not going to plug it in all the way because it is okay, maybe I am. It's a really tight fit, but whatever, it just slid in normally. And you can have the robots gun and man the back turret. I thought that was a neat little trick. So, nice integration with the robot characters, with the alt modes. You got different weapons that can integrate with them, and this is no exception, and I think it's the best example. So that is everyone from the Series 1 packs. Just wanted to take a good look at everything, and I really like what I'm seeing. I love the Galaxy Defenders. I'm a sucker for the little guys, so I'm totally on board with this. I think my favorites are the Shattered Glass Sideswipe, and I really like how that Megatron turned out. But the Optimus Prime is pretty fun. I like the colors of the Bumblebee. They're all pretty good in their own way. So, with that out of the way, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.